Hello again, my lovely, lovely people. I'd just like to take a couple moments and just wanted to tell you guys thank you very much for just being here and allowing me to just kind of unravel my feelings on music and the things that kind of make me tick as far as the things that I'm like really interested in when I'm listening to music. This morning was really cool. It was actually kind of an eye-opening experience to be in the live chat with Band Maid, even though they weren't necessarily directly talking to me. It was just cool to see them there. Yeah, I have a lot of fun making these videos. I have a lot of fun editing them. I stay up way later than I should. I feel like I get to put a little bit of my personality in them. So I genuinely thank you very much for being here and just letting me be goofy and talk about music. All the sap stuff out of the way. Let's get into the Saiki Part 1 documentary. This is the updated version that Orange just updated, I believe, last month. I'm really excited to learn. Maybe at the end of this video, I will highlight 3 major things that I learned about Saiki. Let's go. All right, let's go. Saiki.
Welcome to Kofu, the capital city of Yamanashi Prefecture, where Saiki was born on February 8th. Known for its proximity to Mount Fuji and its grapes and wines, Yamanashi is mostly covered by forests. This is the beautiful landscape where Saiki spent her childhood with her mother and stepfather as her parents are divorced. Her mother was born and raised in Osaka, and Saiki describes her as a person who doesn't hold anything back and could be very aggressive. Her stepfather wasn't really a father figure in Saiki's education, as her mother took responsibility for this role as well. Saiki was a very shy child who couldn't leave her mother's knees but forced herself to go to school anyway. As her mother loved to drink with her friends, Saiki spent a lot of time in bars called izakaya, a snack bar in Japan where you can drink a lot and talk loud.
Oh, nice.
Try to picture a shy young girl eating dinner in the middle of a group of her mother's friends while they drank alcohol. Saiki had a very funny and lively childhood. She spent a lot of time singing at the karaoke, as her mother kept asking her to sing various types of songs. Songs to cry to, like Nada So So by Rimi Natsukawa. Or more poppy songs like Butterfly by Koura Kumi.
All right, I know it's doesn't necessarily mean anything, I guess. It might. That bass is playing is a stand-up bass, like the ones that you see in like the old-timey or like coffee type bars, you know? Coffee house type music. This is really cool. This is really cool.
At first,
Butterfly, beautiful.
Saiki sang because she was asked to. But after being praised by her mother and her friends, Saiki kept singing again and again, learning more songs and listening to different types of music.
She got that itch.
Listening to Koura Kumi led Saiki to discover Namie Amuro, a famous Japanese singer, dancer, and model who's been referred to as the queen of Japanese pop. Saiki became a huge fan of Namie Amuro and decided to take dancing lessons when she was around 8 or 9 to become just like her idol. She talked about the kind of Namie fan she was in the second episode of the radio show called BAND MAID Nippon, a 20-minute regular radio show that aired during the pandemic on Nippon Broadcasting System, a sister company of BAND MAID's label Pony Canyon.
私の人生を変えた一曲は安室奈美恵さんのファンキータウンです。
ああ、もうね、サイちゃんといえばっていうぐらいこう
そうだね。
ね、
安室奈美恵さん
大好きだったね。
大好き。
もうだって
私の神様だと思っています。
すごかったんだから安室さんが引退を発表した時。
恥ずかしい。
もう忘れられないパあれは。バンドメイドのツアー直前のゲネ最終の投資リハーサルみたいな。
Just hearing Miku's voice is just like super cute. Like she just sounds like an anime character. She just sounds super adorable. This is really cool that they're just having a genuine and real conversation about their influences. I'm really excited to learn more about all the maids' influences. But Naomi Suno is a huge Saiki influence. So that's very cool.
のをやってる時に、お昼のニュースかなんかで確か流れたんですよね。で、練習というかリハーサル中のちょっとした休憩の合間時間に、そのニュースを見たサイちゃんは椅子普通に座ってたのに崩れ落ちたからね。
座ってたのにね。
座ってたのに立ってたわけじゃないのに崩れ落ちて叫んだから。
叫んだ。
みんなで「どうしたの?」って
めっちゃ嘘だーって
そうでちょっともう半泣きなんですかね。で
泣いた。
泣いてた。で
泣こうよ
ごめんなさいもう今日はできませんって
やったよ。やったけどね。
やったけど一旦もうちょっと私今日はもうできないですって
10分は休ませてもらった。
そうだね。ちょっと一旦それで休憩がっつり休憩にしましょうって
ちょっと気持ちの整理させてください。
もう本当に崩れ落ちてたとね。
そうぐらい好きなんです。安室奈美恵さんのことが。はい。
Saiki's mother often asked her to audition, but at that time, Saiki thought it would be impossible for her to pass an audition and actually become someone who can sing and dance like her idol, Namie Amuro. And then one special day, on her birthday, Saiki asked to go to Tokyo to take a look at life in the big city.
I'd like to touch on some of the self-reflection that Saiki's talking about right here. You can kind of portray this to any major field of profession, whether it be your work, your musical passions, video game passions, art, anything that you're passionate about. There is an element of where you see someone else kind of doing or succeeding in the same field that you're interested in succeeding in, and then it does kind of wear on you because you think that you're not good enough or as good or better than that person or could be better than that person. And I'll be honest with you. I heard one time that successful does not always mean better. So there are things that people do and create that are just that. They're so much better than you could imagine. But the self-reflection and like the self-doubt is something that I really relate with in that aspect. So sorry for going on about that, but that's just something that really struck me right there.
It was during this trip to Tokyo that Saiki was scouted by a talent agency named Rising Production. But it was not just any talent agency. Rising Production also managed Namie Amuro.
Oh, wow.
At first, Saiki worked as a model. You can see pictures from a photo shoot she did with Jimmy Ming Shum in November 2012.
Gorgeous.
Then, she was asked about what she would like to do. Of course, Saiki brought up singing. So, she took singing lessons. The agency also asked her about acting lessons, and even though she wasn't really interested in acting, she agreed in order to have more opportunity in the future.
Smart.
When she was in high school, Saiki traveled between Yamanashi and Tokyo on the weekend for her singing lessons. She was on the right path to become a professional singer and dancer. Through those singing lessons, Saiki learned a lot about how to sing properly, louder, and also how to move while singing.
Very important.
When you sing, it's important to express yourself with gestures, but Saiki was still very shy. She used to sing while standing still. But the years of dancing lessons did give Saiki...
That's funny. That's funny to think that she was shy, because I don't see any of that coming through now. There's like the playful shyness, but as far as like not being able to fully express, I feel like those days are long gone.
a good sense of rhythm.
She's doing a fantastic
and those singing
job
lessons
of
helped her to
expressing
overcome
herself.
her shyness. Saiki started to show signs of the strong, confident, and mesmerizing singer that we know of today.
Oh, you can feel it. It's oozing from her.
A lot happened in Saiki's life since her trip to Tokyo. After joining Rising Production, Saiki was scouted by Platinum Passport during one of her singing lessons. This is when she decided to move to Tokyo to focus on her career. Saiki appeared briefly in a commercial for Taisho Pharmaceutical. You can also see her dancing in a music video for the singer May J. Saiki was an actress in the B team of Go Jet Go Go Zero, a musical comedy where she played the role of Meg, the sister of the lead character.
Oh, wow.
She was in the cast between June 26th and July 3rd, 2013. That's not all. Between August 13th and 19th, Saiki performed in a play called Night of the Blue Moon, where she had the role of a nurse. Saiki has always been a fan of trains, which is pretty common in Japan. She likes to take photos and visit museums like the Kyoto Railway Museum, where she went in 2016. Saiki considers herself amongst the photographers when it comes to talk about train enthusiasts. There is also something else that's very present in Saiki's daily life, and it's the only other topic you can see on her X account: the Japanese baseball team, Hanshin Tigers.
Oh,
Saiki is a
fan.
huge fan of this team, and she's supported them for a long time. She reposts every victory, and sometimes she just posts about them. She even talked about the Hanshin Tigers on the radio with a show she hosted with Miku in 2021.
That's cool. I didn't know that Saiki was a little sports nut. All right. All right. That's pretty cool.
2025年にですね、阪神タイガースの2軍の本拠地が現在の鳴尾浜球場から小田南公園へと移転されます。知ってました？
知らなかったです。
メイン球場は3階建てで、すごい。客席は約3600席。内野は黒土、外野は天然芝です。頑張れ阪神タイガースという私の気持ちです。
なるほど、お気持ちありがとうございます。
はい。
If you really follow Saiki on Instagram, you know that she loves taking photos, where she poses with various types of clothes, along with photos of her shoes and nails. Talking about shoes, you can find videos of Saiki showing a room full of sneakers in a series called Maid's Room, available for Omesu-sama members.
Oh.
Saiki is also one of the main models when it comes
That's
to
cool.
feature band-made clothes for the official website.
I need one of those shirts.
Omesu-sama members.
Let me look at those shirts.
Saiki is also
Those are sick shirts.
one of the main models when it comes to feature band-made clothes.
Oh, those shirts right there. Hi, mates. Yeah, I'm gonna need some of those shirts right there. Those shirts are badass. That's awesome. I love merch, as you can see. I do enjoy the merch.
For the official website. On July 24th, 2013, a rock band called BAND MAID performed for the first time at Otsuka Deepa in Tokyo. This band consisted of 4 members: Kanami on guitar, Akane on drums, Misa on bass, and
Misa.
Kabato Miku, the founder of the band,
Miku.
on vocals. BAND MAID performed 2 more times at Shibuya Milky Way on August 13th and at the Vunos in August 16th, before realizing that Miku's voice alone wouldn't be enough for her band.
That's
The management
I know, I'm learning. That's awesome. Didn't know. I knew that Miko was the brains and everything like that, but I didn't know that the band initially started with just Miku on vocals. That's so sick.
Started to look for a lead vocalist within the agency. The profile of a young new talent who'd moved from Yamanashi came up. She had taken dancing lessons for a few years along with singing lessons from her previous and current agency. She'd also done some acting here and there, but she always wanted to become a professional singer. Her name was Saiki. Saiki was first contacted because her profile fit what the band was looking for. She was asked to come sing and listen to the songs planned for the band without being informed that she would have to perform in a special outfit. On Saiki's first audition, none of the members were there, only the agency president, songwriters, and manager. They explained the project in detail, but Saiki was really skeptical about the maid outfit. She listened to the music written for the band, and even though she really liked it, Saiki was not really sure if she could sing these kinds of songs. But the management team told Saiki her voice was great and was a perfect fit in the band.
Round of applause break for the management team. Great job. Great job recruiting. Great job being persistent. Just great job.
As she wanted to sing more and was ready to participate in any audition that could offer her a job in this area, Saiki accepted the offer and officially joined BAND MAID.
Oh. Misa. Kanami. My face. My face. It's melting. Oh.
Saiki still had to meet the other 4 members, but she didn't meet them all at once.
4人同時じゃなくて徐々に会っていく感じだったんですけど、最初はakaneだったかな。彼女についてはとにかく明るい人という印象で、すごく明るくて素敵と思いましたね。なんで最初にakaneと会ったかというと、私の最初の衣装を作ることになった時、
Reason why I met her first is that when I needed to make my first outfit, we all wore the same maid outfits then, and it seems they thought it would be good to make it based on her outfit, considering the overall balance. Oh.
当時はみんなと似たようなメイド服の衣装だったんですけど、彼女の衣装を元に作るのがバランス的にいいだろうということになったみたいで、お互い身長も一緒だし、体重も近かったので、一回これを着てみてみたいな感じで、まずakaneの衣装を着てみたんです。それで、ここをちょっと直せばいけるねみたいな感じになってすぐにできたんですよ。ただ、私その時点ではまだそれがメイド服だって分かってなかったんです。というか、エプロンとか小物がないとただの黒いワンピースに見えるわけですよ。しかも袖がない。いわゆる可愛い感じの衣装じゃなかったんですね。ただ、なんかフレアの幅が広いよなぐらいには思ってましたけど。そして後日衣装ができたら付属品みたいなのがいろいろついてきて、それをつけてみたらメイド服やんと気づいて、そこで改めて小鳩とかkanamiの衣装を見て、バンドメイドのメイドってそれなのねってようやく理解したんです。それはどうあれ、とにかくakaneの第一印象はいろいろ親切にしてくれる明るい。
That is a great line right there. I'm just going to read it out loud. Anyway, my first impression of akane was a cheerful sister who kindly explains everything to me. That right there is a nice thing to say about someone.
お姉さんでした。次に会ったのがミサで、彼女とはなんとなく気が合うんだろうなみたいな感じがして、好きそうなものが似てそうだよなと思いました。 初めて会ったのは5人での初お給仕の前日、スタジオでのリハーサルの時でした。そこでみんなと「はじめましてよろしくお願いします」みたいな。その時の休憩時間にミサと話したのかな。彼女は人見知りなんだろうなってすぐ分かりました。自分と似た匂いを感じたからなんですけどだからなかなか会話が始まらないんです。akaneの場合はすごく気を使ってくれるというか、人見知りを察知するのが早いんです。だからすぐに話を振ってくれるんですよ。放っておくと私は喋らないから、最近はどう思うみたいに、本当に優しい人だなと思いましたね。そしてミサに対しては、この人もめちゃくちゃ人見知りだ、気持ちはわかるぞと初対面の時はちょっとした挨拶程度だったんですよ。お疲れ様ですみたいな話をしたのはレコーディングの時だったんですけど、私にとってはスタジオ見学のようなものだったのでああレコーディングってそうやるんですねとか話していた気がします。第一印象としては目の大きな人だなってしばらくするととても真面目できちんとした人なんだなと気づかされました。何かの時にさようでございますかって言葉が聞こえてきて、そんな言葉遣いする人これまで私の周りにはいなかったぞと、めちゃくちゃ丁寧な感じで働き慣れてる人みたいなイメージがありました。社会人っぽいというか真面目な学校に通ってたのかしらという印象でしたね。
So she sensed Miku's professionalism and her drive and her passion right off the rip. She was like, this one, there's something serious about this one. Like she said, she feels like she's an adult, like she must have went to a great school. That's so awesome. This whole thing is just super awesome already.
初めて会ったのはそのリハーサルスタジオの時なんですよね、きっと。私が正確に覚えてないだけかもしれないけど実際本当に私が覚えてないだけみたいで、去年本人からその前に佐伯を見てるよって言われて怖っと思って知らないうちに影からオーディションされてたんだって、マネージャーと一緒にちらっと見に行ったことはあったんだよと。そりゃそうですよね、身なりぐらいは見ておかないと。私的にはお給仕前日のスタジオで会った時が初遭遇だったんですけど、その時はなんか
Day before serving. I like these little words that's just playing perfectly. At the time I thought there came a tiny girl and she's not the kind of person in my school either.
ちっちゃい子が来たなと思って、これまた私の学校にはいなかったタイプだなとその時点で思いましたもん。何この5人ってなんでここにこの5人が集まってるのって最初から疑問でした。今も疑問最初小鳩に対してはキャラ強って思いましたね。濃ゆいなこの人、独自のキャラがもうすでにあるって他の3人についても癖強めというか濃いめだとは思っていて、でも同時に私自身はもっとそう見られているんだろうなと思っていたので、最近になってそのことを言いました。絶対そう思ってたでしょってみんな素直に認めてましたマジで無理と思ったとか言ってましたね、小鳩は。マジでどうしようって悩んだよって
These 5 members are really unique and really different, but they all became very close friends over the years. Although, it was not that easy for Saiki. Saiki has a very shy personality, so it was hard for her to open up and talk to her new bandmates. From the beginning, Akane already knew Kanami and Misa, so there was a connection between those 3.
Oh.
Miku, being very friendly and sociable, had no trouble fitting in with the new trio. But when Saiki joined BAND MAID, the other 4 had already performed live and spent time together.
All right. Okay. I've been in something like this before where you join a band that's been pre-existing. It takes a while. It sometimes takes some type of events to kind of transpire for the bond to really grow and kind of strengthen. But it is, it does feel like a I don't belong in the beginning type of thing because of the fact that they've already performed together, already written together. Like, it's difficult. It's I've done it. I've joined a band that had been a band for a while and knew a couple people in the band, but didn't really know the other people in the band. And, it's not a clash thing, but it's just a personality thing. Sometimes you got to feel people out for a little while. And I'll say I played with that band for 2 years after I joined. So it was a good amount of time that we spent together after that. And now that bond is forever strengthened, and even though we're not in a band together and we didn't break up on bad terms, we're still good friends. And thankfully, the music did that to us. But to go back to this, yes, I totally 100% know this feeling, to kind of feel ostracized in a way.
So for someone as timid as Saiki, it took a while to fit in. She gave her opinion when asked, but the communication was very limited during the first months. Saiki also had a lot to learn as a lead singer, as she had no experience when it came to concert setup or even singing on stage with a band. She didn't know how to wrap her mic cable or do a mic check, and even what a joint concert was. Of course, she went to a lot of concerts, but only for that one band she wanted to see before leaving the venue. Saiki also struggled to sing with all the noise of her bandmates' instruments on stage, as she didn't wear in-ear monitors when she started to sing with Band Maid. Saiki performed...
Sorry. I will praise in-ears until the day I leave this earth. In-ears are crucial. I've played for so many years without in-ears, and then when you get in-ears, you feel like, why in the hell have I not had these the whole time? For those who don't know, it's pretty much just headphones that takes every single one of these instruments that are through the mix, and you get it through your ears. So you're not just hearing all the loud frequencies, you're not hearing all the things, you're hearing the actual produced version of what goes out, and it's in your ears. So if you wanted to have the sound guy turn you look for this. Next time you're watching a live show or whatever, and in between songs or at the beginning of the set, you'll see guitar players or bass players or drummers doing this. That means turn something up. They're talking to the sound guy directly. Turn this up in my ears so that I can hear it. Because when we're going, it's all flowing from there. So, haha. In-ear monitors, baby.
Performed her first concert with Band Maid on August 22nd at Shibuya AX in Tokyo.
Oh, Miku didn't even have a guitar yet.
Right after this concert, Saiki got rid of the apron that was attached to her outfit. It took about 6 months for Saiki to get used to being in a band and learn how to manage her setup for the concerts. This timing was perfect because on February 8th, 2014, on Saiki's birthday, Band Maid performed their first one-man concert.
There's that guitar. It's interesting and kind of refreshing to see them on a stage so small and have to be so limited. Now, granted, who they are now, I would love to see them perform on a stage this small. Now, obviously, they would crush it, but the way that they move and the way that they do their live shows, I just feel like this is such a contained environment for them. But I love that they are literally just what they are. You know, they are pure, and I think that's kind of the only word that really comes to my head at this point. Is just pure.
After the success of Thrill, Band Maid played more concerts, and Saiki found herself singing more than she was prepared for. Even though she took singing lessons for a few years, Saiki's vocal technique was still very limited. And during her debut, she wasn't as cautious about how she sang. Around the time Band Maid recorded Alone, Saiki was being helped by a vocal coach to improve her singing skills, but it was already too late. Between 2015 and 2017, her throat suffered to the point where her voice became half as powerful as it was when she joined Band Maid. At one point, she couldn't even record an entire song the same day. She had to rest a few days between takes to ensure that she didn't lose her voice for good.
Yeah, that's a real
Even
problem.
forced to speak in whispers for a while and use her voice only for singing. Terrified by the idea of having to rely on surgery, she tried everything to avoid it, but finally realized that she would not be able to sing anymore if she waited any longer.
You gotta do it.
In the summer of 2017, she finally gathered her courage and went through with vocal cord polyp surgery. Saiki was completely without a voice for a week, and then she wasn't allowed to sing for a month right after the surgery.
Without a voice for a week. Let me know in the comments if you could not talk for a week. Now, obviously, medically, you know, there's you can't. You know what I mean? But as you guys know, I kind of talk a lot. And I'm not exactly sure, even in my darkest times, I don't think that I could do a week of no speaking to anyone. I talk to strangers all the time, probably more than I should. I talk to everyone. I got no shame. Just think about that. Let me know in the comments below if you could actually do that. If you could do a week, get surgery, cord polyp surgery, and do a week of, you know, self-sustaining yourself, or excuse me, not self-discipline yourself from doing that. That's such a and then to be able to not sing for a month after that when that's your profession. This girl just gets better and better, dude.
She wrote a tweet to reassure everyone who'd been following her. With the help of her vocal
I want to read that.
And then she wasn't allowed to sing for a month right after the surgery. She wrote a tweet.
I just wanted to let you all know that the surgery for the polyps on my vocal cords is over and I'm out of the hospital and back home. The period of silence is over and I'm talking to you a little bit to see how I'm doing. I'm still grateful for the kind words and the time you've given me. Thank you.
To reassure everyone who'd been following her. With the help of her vocal coach, who had experience with this kind of surgery and a lot of training, Saiki is now able to sing even better than before and has improved her technique while learning how to properly care for her voice.
That's key.
You can see Saiki taking care of her throat during MCs when she's drinking loquat syrup, or even after the show, where she's using a stainless steel ice bottle to keep her throat cool.
I've even heard that honey and eating an apple, like, you know, like dripping some honey down your throat, or even eating an apple before you're singing. I was in metal bands a lot, so we're talking about harsher vocals here, but those principles still, you know, are attached to that same type of practice, because you definitely want to practice, but you don't want to over practice, because with your voice you have to use the proper technique. It's, you know, it's a special rock music and metal music, especially. You got to be careful. There's been a lot of singers that have had to either stop singing or, you know, get the surgery or do other things to be able to enhance themselves to continue on with their work. But That's just huge stuff right there, man.
Saiki's voice changed a lot over the years, always improving, becoming more powerful with a wider range.
Orange, your editing is fantastic. So good. We might be watching this. After we get through this documentary, we might be, well, all of the documentaries, all of the chapters. I would like to see the Day of Maid. You got, of course, Miku has the Eddie Van Halen 5150. Of course you do. Oh. Just, that was really cool in the editing to show the, what is that, a 6-year evolution train right there? This is so good.
There are always more to do in a band than just play your instrument. There's writing songs, lyrics, and being involved in the whole process. Saiki wrote lyrics here and there along with Miku since the release of Brand New Maid in 2016. But she's started to write more by herself, as she's the one who's credited for lyrics on Corellium. Hate.
I appreciate you guys letting me know some of the lyrical content of this song specifically, about how it's about her sister, I believe, getting cheated on, and yeah. Man. Evolving. She is just evolving.
And Maji. Saiki actively participates in other activities around Band Maid, like helping design clothes and giving ideas for the covers of Band Maid CDs. At
That's
first,
a great cover.
Miku was the spokesperson of the band, while Saiki used to stay in the background. Miku was the one who talked the most during media appearances and put on a show during MCs. But since the pandemic, Saiki took a step forward and became, with Miku, part of the front image of Band Maid.
Hell yeah.
They talked together during the Band Maid Nippon radio show and all other radio appearances. Saiki has also become more active during MCs and started to talk from her heart with the fans. After a time, Saiki came to realize that of all the maids, she had the best view of the stage, as she was free to roam as she focused on her singing. Saiki was the one who started to talk to the other members about moving around the stage, interacting more with the crowd, and making each concert
Wow.
even more special.
常に驚かせたいっていうのがありますね。ハッとさせられたりゾクッとさせられたりっていうのは 本気の生理現象だと思うし、
Wow.
そういうのを伴った時の方が記憶に残るんじゃないかなと思っていて、だから結局自分たちのことが相手の記憶に残っていってほしいのかな。忘れないでほしいというか、一回見たらもう忘れられないねみたいな、
You're right.
そういう
You're right
のを
about
目
that.
指しているところがあるのは確かですね。
Evolving. How funny.
Saiki changed a lot with BAND MAID, compared with the shy girl she was when she visited Tokyo for the first time. Scouted on that day by the same agency who managed her idol to become a model and being able to take singing lessons. And then scouted a second time during those lessons by another agency to develop more talents. Saiki performed in a few plays to end up joining an all-female rock band, playing songs far from her repertoire in an outfit that she never really liked. She had to learn everything from scratch to move towards her goal of becoming a professional musician. This shy young girl, who never thought that she could sing and dance for a living, became a confident, talented lead singer with an insane stage presence. Saiki changed so much that even those close to her, including herself, don't even recognize her when she's on stage. Saiki seized an opportunity and took the best of it to evolve into a new version of herself. Surrounded by the best group of friends, she managed to rise to a point where she never thought she could reach. But this ascent is far from over. Saiki and her bandmates have the energy to climb over any mountain in their way, no matter how high. In the end, and against all odds, Saiki is the perfect fit for BAND MAID.
Yeah.
The last piece of this miraculous puzzle whose voice resonates across the world.
私だけの願い崩れてくパズル満たせない記憶瞳閉じてまた君に落ちてく
Oh, that was beautiful.
I'm so glad to see you again この時が続くように暗い日々さえ with you 無意味なものはないよ You shoot me down last night I feel like I live it with you love you love me
Wow.
言葉にできない This time we don't surrender
Wow.
溢れ出す想いを集めて空に行く
Number one. The first thing that I learned is that Saiki was shy. If you'd have told me that before seeing this, I don't think I would have necessarily believed you. So yeah, so we're going to go with number one. Number one is Saiki is shy. Number two, bravery. So she steps into this scenario with a complete band. A band that's played shows, written songs, recorded. A band that has developed the bond already. And then you got to be brave enough to go in there and mingle, break down those barriers with those other members and show them, hey man, this is us. We're here together. And number three would be that she found her family. I think that she realizes that she was born to be Saiki, the lead singer of BAND MAID. That's what she was born for. She was brought here for many things. Creativity, ways to express herself. She fought and worked and made herself the face of BAND MAID. This was a fantastic documentary. This is only chapter one. We still have a lot to go. For the next video series, I'm going to be doing the Kanami Orange documentary. This was fantastic. I hope you're already subscribed to Orange and all of the work that he does. Definitely like and subscribe to him. And if you like what you saw here and you feel like I earned your subscription, you can like and subscribe here as well. All of my socials are down in the links below, and I genuinely and seriously am having some of the most fun in my life being able to connect with you almost every day or whenever I get the chance to come in here and record. I really appreciate all of your time. I'll see you lovely, 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 lovely people next time. Po!